What's good? What's good, y'all? Back again for another late night Amazon talk. And tonight, guys, I want to talk about pricing, right? I was getting some questions before about Amazon fees and pricing. So, hey, I wanted to get into the weeds tonight and let's talk about how to price our items, what to price them, where to price them in the middle of the pack so that we can maximize our profitability on the platform and get your stuff moving, right? So I'm gonna start off by sharing my screen here. Y'all bear with me one quick second and we gonna get to it, y'all. Let's see where I want to go. um Share screen. Boom, let's start off on this one. All right, hopefully you guys can see there. All right, so we're gonna start off with this. You guys know I'm always heavy in media, so I'm gonna start off with this example. Some books that I sold in the past. So this one here, right? I think I had a used copy of this particular book. So if you guys can see my cursor here, for some reason StreamYard isn't letting me see my screen, so I can't see what you guys see. So if you guys see this 5 used here, and then we have 19 new at 135. So sometimes some of my students may ask, how is the used copies going for more than the new copies, right? And that's just reprices. Sometimes it gets a little funky on Amazon and you may see the new dip below the used, but more times than not, the new copies are going to be more than the used copy. Over here on the right hand side of the screen here, you see that the buy box is $146.07. Again, the buy box is that prime real estate that more times than not, us Amazon third party business owners, we want to get in that buy box. And the reason why is because over 80%, right? It's either 70 or 80% of the sales on the platform come from this particular buy box on the right hand side. And that's just the add to cart feature, that buy it now function, right? So we always aim to get into that specific space so that we can have a greater chance of selling our particular item, so we can make that money to go in the side pocket national bank so that we can reinvest or do whatever you need to do, whether it's paying monthly bills, take care of your family, whatever you need to do with the money from the business. Okay, so now that we see that, we see the buy boxes at $146. Now this is a textbook. I would say I picked this book up for no more than about, I'd be surprised if I paid more than $5 for it, right? So let's just say our buy cost is $5. Okay, so this tool up here, if you guys can see, is called Sellers App. Sellers Amp. Boom, I'm pulling it up. Let me double check. Okay, yep, you guys should be able to see that. Computer loading slow. All right, so right here, this is a tool, and if you want to try this tool out, the link in the description of this video will give you an absolutely free trial. If you want to try it out, make sure to try it out. But if you don't see it as valuable, cancel before they start charging you. I think it's like 20 bucks a month. But if you're in need of a profit calculator, it's good. It does some other things too, but I use it mostly for a profit calculator. Okay, so my buy cost is $5 here. That's what I'm putting in. And my sale price, let's see here. We see the buy box. Amazon, if you guys look here, Amazon is controlling the buy box right now on this particular product. Again, they got it at the 146. And what SellerAmp does is populate that sale price into this calculator for you. All you need to do is put in your buy cost, right? and it's going to tell you your profit. So guys, look at the profit on that. That's an excellent investment. I call those home runs. I want to do those all day, every day. And then the ROI on this is crazy. I mean, if you was in the market or whatever you're doing, you probably wouldn't see more times than not like a return on investment like this. 22,197% return on investment. So your money definitely doubling up. The BSR is the best sellers rank. We're in the top 1%. That's pretty good. And this is not necessarily a fast mover. So it's an estimated 9 sales per month. It's not moving extremely fast, but then again, it's not the worst either. Okay. This max calls here is just like the percentage. So inside of SellersAmp, you can actually set a ROI. So I think ours for my virtual assistant is set at like 30%. So it's going to tell you the max calls you will be able to buy this product for without going over your return on investment, right? So if you don't do quick math, if you input it into this software, it's going to tell you the max cost. So whenever you're sourcing, whether you're doing it online or if you're doing it locally, it's going to say, hey, you can't spend over this number if you want to get that 30 or 40% return on investment, whatever you set it as up under your settings. Okay. All right, so now we talked about a little bit of that. I'm gonna open this back up in a minute, but I want to go down to see the sellers in here. So this graph right here, I'm not going to get too much deeper into this specific graph. We talked about keeper on some previous videos, but this chart also is very essential, right? It is essential if you're doing online arbitrage. Remember, online arbitrage is buying products from one place or one website and listing them on Amazon at market price, right? Or market value. We find products that's undervalued, right? At a cheaper price. And then all we do is value add. We provide that convenience. Convenience is the value add. We list it on Amazon, and guess what? Customers pay for that convenience. And guess what? We put the profits or the difference inside Pocket National Bank. All right, so let me get back to pricing, guys, because I'll ramble and be here all day. All right, so my book, I want to say it might have been in new condition. We'll just say it's in new condition right here. The cool thing about Keeper, it tells you how many that this seller has in stock. This seller is Amazon. We pretty much know whenever Amazon is on the listing, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna pretty much dominate the buy box. So you must be confident that you can sell without having the buy box. So let me see how many other sellers we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look like 11, 12, 13. All right, so we got a good bit of sellers, but remember, we're going to be doing fulfillment by Amazon or FBA, and that's whenever you're sending your inventory into Amazon's fulfillment center, and you can use that prime shipping. So here we go. Right here we have an advantage. Amazon is the only prime seller on this listing, right? So what does that mean? What kind of advantage would that give us? That means that if we send this particular item or particular book into Amazon, then it's just us against Amazon. Now, a lot of people in the Amazon community like to be at least 10% below Amazon. So for this particular example, if Amazon is at 146, we would need to be at least $14 up under it. So which will put us at what, about 132, 131 and some change. But what I found over the years of me being on Amazon is that you don't necessarily have to be 10% below them on this listing. And I can't remember what I sold it for, but I would come in, if I bought it for 5, I would list this particular book at about 144, and I'm pretty sure I would get the sale. So let me go back into SellersAmp, and let's see what the profit would look like. So I wouldn't get the 146. And the reason why, guys, is because Amazon is already dominating at the 146, and you're not going to be Amazon at their own game. So you're going to have to undercut them a little bit. But I think I could get my copy on, which I did already. And I can't remember. I'm just saying I have it as new. I can't remember if it was newer used that I sold it as, but boom, that's going to show you my exact numbers. If I paid 5, I sold it for 144. I made $108 off of that one product. And see, the thing about it, what you can do is continue to source. What does source mean? Sourcing is finding this product at a profitable price. Now, will I always find it at $5? Absolutely not. But what if I can find it for $50? Would this still be worth it? Let's put it in. If I could find this book online for $50 and make $63, I still got 126 percent return on investment. That to me would still be worth it, because where do you know that you can go take $50, right? You take $50, you invest $50 and you get $63 back on top of your $50, right? So that's over 100% return on investment. I like to keep business simple. That is how I build we over tens of thousands of products in the inventory by doing this simple method, right? All we do again is find undervalued inventory, right? We provide the convenience by listing it on Amazon. Once we send it in the fulfillment by Amazon, we let them do the picking, the packing, the shipping, the customer service, and the returns. So it's pretty much hands off. Okay. I remember the time that me and my family, we took a trip to, I think we was in either in the Bahamas or in Cancun. I'm checking my phone and I'm making money while I'm outside the country. So if I have any international subscribers, yeah. So I'm in the States, I'm on vacation, checking my phone, and the sales still going up. And that's just a great feeling, especially for me coming from a low income environment. To be able to make money, you want to separate your time from your money, right? We don't want to ever exchange our time for money unless you're happy with your job. Again, I don't have anything against anybody working a job, but for me, I had to separate that time from money, because it's harder to scale. Like, because if we know that our time is limited, it's finite, I don't care who you are. You can be, Oprah, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, whoever, right? Mark Cuban. You only have 24 hours, right? That's all they got, the same thing that we have, 24 hours in the day. So it's impossible for them to generate and amass that amount of wealth working to do it, exchanging their time for money. So what's the cheat code? The cheat code is to separate that. How do we do that? You can easily scale by having products, right? Products is something you can scale. Whenever you have a service-based business, it's hard to scale. Why? Because you have to physically be there. But the way to do that, you see these big corporations, they hire a lot of people and then they outsource that work, right? So instead of them physically doing the work, they're going to outsource it and leverage somebody else's time, right? Remember, check this out now. They're not going to leverage their own time because, again, they only have 24 in the day. You got to sleep, you got to eat, see your family, you got to do all that, right? So they want to use or leverage somebody else's time as their product to scale and amass their generational wealth, right? So that's the key. The play is to separate your time. I remember the first time that I started this business. That was like in 2010, right? And I would go to sleep, like, because I was on, if y'all know my story, I was working at Sonic, making 5.15 an hour. I stumbled upon this business opportunity. So I started listing it online, and I started getting a little bit of traction. And I would go to sleep, right? Oh man, this was the best feeling in the world. And if you guys have already done this, drop it in the chat and let me know. But I would go to sleep and I would wake up, right? I would wake up, I would look at my phone, check my email, and man, I would sell like one or two items. So I made like five, and it wasn't nothing crazy, right? It might have been 5, 10, $20 while I was sleeping. I actually made this money. So to me, that was amazing. I mean, I couldn't really even sleep through the night because I'm on my phone. I'm checking my email. Oh, did I get a notification? Oh, did I get a sale? Because it was brand new to me, right? I never made money in my sleep, but back then I wasn't utilizing FBA. So once I got up, once I woke up, I did have to actually package those items. But just imagine that feeling, right? You working for $5 whole an hour, you go to sleep, you get it, you wake up from your sleep, right? You thank God that you made it to another day. You open your eyes, you look at your email, you made $20 in your sleep. So I was like, man, I'm owning something. This could be something. I just got to figure out how to scale it, right? So besides that, I don't want to get too far off the point, but it's the thing. I want to help people separate their time in exchange for money, right? All right, so let's look at another example. That's the first example, guys. Let me make sure I can y'all bear with me till I get this second example. Share screen. All right, let's check out this one, okay? All right, this one here, um, let's say this copy I had was because I sold these books, I think last year sometime. Let's say this copy I had was new. I mean, not new, used in good or fair shape. Okay. So we see on this particular listing, we got 24 used, and that stands for the amount of sellers or offers in the listing. Is starting from 74.34. And that's the cheapest used offer. And then we see that we have 16 new offers or sellers on this listing, and the cheapest one is $103.15. Now, you guys know I always like to go over to the right and check the buy box over here to see what we have going on in this buy box. All right, so right here, if you guys see, it does have a rental. As a lot of people ask me, does rentals really affect the listing for it to sell? Absolutely not. I just usually bypass it. Sometimes people can feel like, oh, well, if it has a rental, people just going to get that and they're not going to buy mine. I've not had any problems with rentals. Right here we see up under it the new buy box. Remember, I just explained what the buy box is $103.15. Ships from Amazon. That just means that this particular seller, items popular online in demand, is using FBA, and we have a used buy box for this listing. So the used buy box, excuse me, is by Apex Media. They're also doing fulfillment by Amazon, and that's that acronym FBA. Okay. So what I want to do, and we'll keep the buy cost the same for everything. The next thing I want to do is pull up this sellers amp so you guys can see. We'll say that this one was also $5. Okay. All right. So this one is selling. Oh, yeah, this one right here is a home. I like to call one of my home runs here. Okay. So the BSR is 151,000 is the top 1%. The estimated sales, man, that thing is blowing out the roof, over 125 times a month. Our buy cost here is $5. And look what you can turn $5 in. You can get your $5 back once this product sell, and on top of getting your money back, the profit will be $73.23. Guys, y'all let me know. I'm not sure what many places you could take. Y'all let me know in the chat whether you're watching live on the replay, where you can take $5, right? Like y'all seeing it on the screen now, and turn it into $73.23. Is that life changing? Absolutely not. But let's just do the math, right? Let's just round it to $70 and shoot, that's my phone bill already. But let's round it to $70, and let's just say you had 10 of these products to do this, right? So 10 of these same products, you're now making every month, you're making an extra $700 a month, right? an extra $700 a month. If you had 30 of these particular products, right? 30 products, just 30 a month. You then, instead of 700, you 3x that thing, you're making about $2,100 a month. Now that's a little over $24,000 a year. Would that change anything in your life? What could you pay? Because the ultimate goal is to get your assets or to get your cash flow to take care of your lifestyle, your living. So whatever bills you have, that way you can use any additional income to invest, right? So whether it's investing in this business, continue to scale it, to continue to grow it, whether it's investing in the stock market, whether it's investing in real estate. But not more times than not, you're going to need some capital to get it going. So this could be your vehicle to build your generational wealth, whether you just decide to rent it up here or you decided to take it and pour it into something else. Okay. All right. So on this one, the ROI is 1,464 percent, which is amazing there. And let's look at the pricing a little bit. So I said this one was used. And we'll say it's in fair condition. So I only want to price against the prime offers because I'm gonna be doing FBA. So if it's in good or fair condition here, what I would do is, since it's selling so fast, so this is a gem for anybody still watching the video or on the replay. Whenever it's selling this fast, you don't have to match the lowest price, right? Because it's moving so fast. So what I would do, the lowest price is 79.33. I want to see the range. The range is from the top to the bottom. And I want to park my price right in the middle. So this is a little bit of an outlier because it's $5 outside. So we go from about $84 to about $96. So that's about a $12 difference. So I'm gonna price, I would price mine right around $90, right up in here. This is where I would price mine, and I would sit there for a little while. The reason why is because it's moving so fast, right? And a lot of sellers don't know, and people in the Amazon community, that people see different featured offers. So let me break this down real quick. So if I'm on the East Coast, right? If I'm on the East Coast and we're located next or close by in proximity of a fulfillment center, and that's just the place where Amazon stores your product. Whenever you do FBA, that's where they handle all the picking, the packing, all the machines, all that good stuff. Okay, let's say a customer is located on the East Coast. They want this specific item that I have. Okay. um and you guys know Amazon does same day delivery at times. So the only way that they can get this item the same day is if the product is located near them, right? It has to be, and let's just say my product is located near them. Um, my product is going to supersede or go over any other product because of that convenience factor. Remember, Amazon's value add is convenience. They want you to be able to, the prime shipping change the game, right? They understand that we in a microwave society. People don't want to wait. They want to order it, and they looking out the window like, man, is it here yet? Is it here? So they changed the game in the dynamic of e-commerce by not having to wait a week to get your specific product. So how can they do that? They have to show the buy box to someone that has the or a business owner or seller that has that particular product in your region, right? Let's just say all those other offers that we just went through, they're located on the West Coast. They may see, if you're located in California or wherever, you're going to see a different buy box. Why? Because there's no way that my particular item on the East Coast can make it all the way over on the West Coast and still be there the same day or the next day, right? So that's the reason. Regional, the buy box or that featured offer is different depending on where you guys located. If you guys, let me go back to it. The buy box again is showing for new on the East Coast where I'm located. It's at 103.15. If you guys are watching the replay or watching it live, you may go to this same listing and see a different one, right? So that is the logic behind it on why you can why you're able to price it in the middle of the pack. All right, so let me go back and do my calculations. I got too excited. I think I said I'd price it at $90. So I want to make sure I'm completely transparent and honest with you guys. So that would change. I think I said I would make 73. So it will go down to $62, which is still, I do that every day. If I said, if somebody said, hey, you give me $5, I'm going to give you your $5 back plus $62. I'm going to do that all day, every day. Twice on Sunday, because that's an awesome deal. And I'm just going to run it up that way. I like to do business easy. I like it to be simple. And I mean, that's just the way I work, because I think it needs to be duplicatable, where you can plug other people in and teach other people the same system. But this is what I do. I build my inventory with products like this. You get a sale, boom. You take the profit, reinvest it, and keep growing your inventory. And these once they sell, again, this is a key piece. You want to go back and see how you can find these same products again at other places. So it's really the skill, the system, the concept. Let me say it this way: the concept is very easy, right? The concept is easy. You just need the system to continuously source. Again, source means find these particular products. And hey, I'm not sure how many, if you guys again are watching live or the replay, comment and let me know if you had a product. Let's just say the product made you a net profit of $50 every month. No matter what, how many products would it take like this to replace your 9 to 5 or supplement your 9 to 5? Okay, that's a great question. Y'all show me some love. Let me know in the comments. All right. All right, let's look at the next example here. So that was that example. Y'all bear with me till I can pull this one up. Appreciate the people staying up with your boy for this late night talk here. Let's see. Let's go to this one next, y'all. Only got two more, guys, and we'll get out of here. I don't want to keep y'all too, even though it's late. So all right, let's look at this example. Another textbook I sold last year. I believe this one was new. We see that we have 10 new sellers on this listing. The lowest price is $140.39. The lowest used price is $123.85. We got 5 used sellers on this listing. Look like that same seller is on here. Items popular, online, in demand. All right. So what I'm going to do before I pull up the SellersAmp, I'm going to tell you guys where I would price this particular product. Okay. All right. So let me click here again. Oh, matter of fact, let me see how many times this. So right here on Keeper, I hadn't even pulled up SellersAmp yet, but on Keeper, these drops, that signifies how many times on average. Now, these apps don't have 100% accurate data, but they do give you a good estimate. So this one is moving about 87 times per month, which is pretty good. I call that a great mover, a fast mover. So now that I know that it's a fast mover, I know that I can price over this buy box. Remember on the first example, I was telling you guys that this is the buy box. This add to cart price, this buy now price is the buy box. But the secret is whenever you have a fast mover, something that's selling fast, you don't have to compete with the buy box, because how I just explained the regional, right? Because it's regional, you can price over. So all right, the lowest one is 144.98. And let's see what the highest one. That's a little bit of an outlier, right? Because look here, the split between those two, about $27 or so. This another $13 or so. So I would go, let me see, 144, 150. I would probably price about 155, 159 up in here, because it starts to jump a little bit between these. So probably about 155, 159 in this range. I will park right up in here. You probably could stretch it, maybe get 165, but anywhere in this range is where I would stop and park my price. And then push comes to shove, because some of you guys may say, hey, what if I do that and I never sell anything? You know, what's going to happen? All you would do is go down and get closer to the buy box, right? You would go closer to the buy box and then it will move. Remember, this thing is selling, what was it, 87 times per month. You would just move down closer to the buy box, go ahead and move your particular item out, and then you'll move on to the next one, right? But I'm pretty sure with it moving at 87 copies a month that you're going to be able to get off your particular product and not have to drop your price on that. Okay, so let's pull up Sellers app here. And I think the price was around 159, 160. We'll do 160. Again, I know I didn't pay more than about $5 for this one. So this is another good one here. The BSR best sellers rank top 1%. I think Keeper said, see how it differs a little bit. Keeper said it had 87 drops. Drops are equivalent to sales. SellersAmp says over 91 per month. Buy cost was $5. Sale price was around 160. Profit is $120, guys. So it's just the same play, But the key is you have to know where to locate these particular products, how to look, where you're looking. That's the key. Getting inventory, right? Getting great inventory, because you're no different than me. You can list the same products that I list and make the same, if not more money, right? But it's the system behind it. It's the system of sourcing these products, finding them consistently, not just a one-off. Oh yeah, I made a great sale one time, but how can you actually build a system to something you can count on every month to supplement your 9 to 5 if you still want to do your 9 to 5 and work your 9 to 5, or potentially replace it if you want to turn it into a full-time business. Okay, so that's example. That's another example, and then we'll do one more because I've been on here about 30 minutes. I try to not do a YouTube video longer than 30 minutes. Let's see if I'm able to share my screen one more time. Let's see another example. All right, I don't think I did this one yet. And if you guys are enjoying these type of videos, y'all let me know where we actually going in. I'm on Amazon and looking at the products. If y'all want to see more of that, make sure to hit the like, thumbs up, leave me a comment if you want to see more, or you can just email me or message me on Instagram at Travis_GWV, and I'll make sure to keep pumping them out for y'all. All right, so let's look at this one. This one, let me see, does it have a code? This one probably was a used copy here. Okay, so I'm looking at the buy box. The new buy box is 70.92. And the used buy box over here is 58.44. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me scroll down and look. Oh, this one is another home run. It's moving 113 times a month. So I know it's a fast mover, which says to me that I don't have to match the buy box. I can get a little bit more, right? But I guess if you're in a need for cash flow and you're like, man, I'm just trying to sell it immediately, just go ahead and match the buy box. It's probably going to sell probably within that day or a couple of days if you keep your pricing right. But I'll try to maximize profit when you're in a good space. Everybody I know have different levels of you happy with your capital at the moment. It's just different business models. It's just based on your situation. Okay. So we're going to look at these offers here. I'll tell you guys exactly where I would price it. So the lowest price here is 58.44. Now keep in mind the new price is 70. Hold on. With delivery, it's actually like $84 once you add that up. So I'm keeping that in mind because I never want to price my used offer over the new offer, right? Because it's going to slow down my sales. They're probably going to just get the new copy. All right, so let's see, we got $58 all the way to and drop back. Oh, let me make sure I'm on yep, I needed to be on Prime. All right, we went from 58 to 114. All right, so remember that new offer is about $84, I said. So I would price mine 84. I probably would be around the 70, around 75 and $73 in between this range, right? Because I don't want to get too close with the new offers being 84. I would probably be $10. So about 74. From 74 to 71, right up in this range, I would get this item. I would park my price up in here, and I'm pretty sure that I would be able to move it there, right? And the reason why I could go higher, but in my opinion, and people do price differently depending on their program and their strategy, I would price there because the new offer is my ceiling, right? Now, can you sell? I've had times before where I sold a used offer over the new offer, but more times than likely, it's not gonna happen that way. So price it at least $10 over under whenever you have a situation like that. But remember now, whenever Amazon is on the list and then it's not enough to do it that way, then you just need to be like a dollar up under them. You don't necessarily have to be 10% up under them, right? So for example, so that you guys can know, if Amazon is at $15, you can be at 14.50 and still sell. Really, you don't even have to go down all the way a dollar. Sometimes it's smaller than that, rather than if they're at $15 and you go down at $1.50. So hopefully, guys, this was informative. Hopefully this was a valuable video. If it was, make sure to tap that thumbs up, hit share. Again, you guys, I am doing a live boot camp in about 11 days. If you think this was valuable, we about to really get into it, showing you guys verbatim. You guys get access to the recording. We gonna get busy, right? If you have issues, you got problems sourcing products, I'm gonna give you solutions on how you don't even have to do anything, right? How you can get other people to do the work for you. You find the products, or they find the products for you, send it into the prep centers, utilizing virtual assistants, how to set your business up and systematize this thing again, because the ultimate goal is to buy back more of our time, right? And separate having to work for time, right? Through the grace of God, that's one of the reasons I can be up so late at the mid. I know people probably sleeping, getting ready for work in the morning, but that's how I was able to escape my 9 to 5, is by separating my time from money, and you guys can do the same thing. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Love y'all, be blessed, and hey, see y'all on the next one. Let's go.